Hello everyone. Today I am going to tell how to find the values of trigonometric functions above 360 degrees and from 90 degrees to 360 degrees with examples and solutions of NCERT and RD Sharma. We all know that these are the trigonometric functions we have learned already in the previous year. So sin x, cos x, tan x, cosecant x, secant x, cot x, these are trigonometric functions. Out of these, cosecant x is reciprocal for sin x and secant x is reciprocal for cos x and cot x is reciprocal for tan x. So sin x is equal to 1 by cosecant x and cos x is equal to 1 by secant x and tan x is equal to 1 by cot x. And out of these trigonometric functions, there are some even functions and odd functions. Even functions are cos and secant, and the remaining all are odd functions. Even functions means cos of minus x is equal to cos x only, and secant of minus x is equal to secant x only. Here, if the angle is negative also, the value will not change, it is positive only. And for odd functions, sin of minus x is equal to minus sin x. See the difference here. Here, if the angle is negative, then the sign will change. Here, the value is also negative. So, minus sin x. Similarly, cosecant minus x is equal to minus cosecant x. Tan of minus x is equal to minus tan x. And cot of minus x is equal to minus cot x. Please remember all these even functions and odd functions. And also remember this. Just see here. Here, for example, if the angle is 90 plus or minus, sin of 90 plus or minus, then the trigonometric function will change into cos. Similarly, cos 90 plus or minus, then it will change into sin and tan to cot. If the angle is 270 degrees, similarly, it will not change. It will change sin 270 plus or minus, then it will change into cos and cos to sin and tan to cot. So whenever the angles are 90 degrees and 270 degrees plus or minus, then the trigonometric functions will change. If the angles are 180 degrees and 360 degrees plus or minus, then the trigonometric functions will not change. So see here sin means 180 degrees plus or minus, then the trigonometric function will not change, sin only. You can remember like this, if 9 and 27 are odd numbers, so if these angles will come, then the trigonometric function will change. If it is like 18 and 36, then these are even, so the trigonometric functions will not change. You can remember like this. Now I am going to tell how to find the value of trigonometric functions for n number of revolutions. We know that one revolution is equal to 360 degrees. That means if you see here this is one revolution from here 0 to, if it takes one round, that is one revolution. So it takes 360 degrees. Again, it comes into 0 degrees only. If you see again one more revolution, this is again 360. So 360 plus 360, that is 720 degrees. And again, one more revolution, that is again 360 degrees. So 3 into 360, that is 1080 degrees. So how many revolutions are there also? It comes again at 0 degrees only. So you should not consider those 360 degrees number of revolutions here. You have to consider the angle after the revolution, how much it takes the angle, that you have to consider. So here sin of n into 360 plus x is equal to sin x. That means here you should not consider this value. You have to consider only this value. This means it after 360, it can take some angle here or somewhere. It takes some angle. You have to consider that angle only. That is this is the meaning of this. So sin of n into 360 plus x is equal to sin x. So here n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Number of revolutions. For example, sin of 360 plus x is equal to sin x. Cos of 720 plus x is equal to cos x. Because here 720 is 2 into 360 and into 360. Similarly, tan of 1080 plus x is equal to 3 into 360. That is tan x. Here I have given only for sin. You can write for all trigonometric functions the same thing. Now I am going to tell how the signs of trigonometric functions in all quadrants. So I have already told this, how the signs of all trigonometric functions in all quadrants in my previous video. just go through with that. And here the angles, this is x-axis and this is y-axis, and this is 0 degrees and this is 90 and 180, 270 degrees. If the angle is positive, then you have to take in this direction. So the angles are positive, so you have to take in this direction. If the angles are negative, so you have to start from here and the angle direction is in this direction. So if positive angles, you have to take like this, and for negative angles, you have to take like this. So please remember this. And in the first quadrant, all are positive, all trigonometric functions have positive sign. And in the second quadrant, only sine and cosecant are positive, remaining all are negative. And in the third quadrant, tan and cot are positive, remaining are negative. Similarly, in the fourth quadrant, cos and secant are positive, remaining are negative. So if it is negative, you have to consider like this: 0, minus 90, minus 180, minus 270. Positive means like this: 0, 90, 180, 270. So remember this. And while doing the problems, you just apply this like this. Whenever your angle is, for example, if the angle is 30 degrees, you just write this angle here, because 30 degrees is from 0 to 90 degrees in the first quadrant. Like that, you have to apply the value of trigonometric function. So the sign you can apply like this, because all are positive here. For example, if the angle is minus 220 degrees, so minus 220 degrees means it comes in the second quadrant, because it is minus 180 and minus 270. That time you can write the angles, negative angles here, and you can write that angle. According to that, you can put the signs of these trigonometric functions. So like that, you can do the problems. These are the values of trigonometric functions from 0 to 90 degrees. These you have already learned in your previous class. Just recall all the values here. Sin 0 degrees is 0 and sin 90 is 1. And cos 0 is 1 and cos 90 is 0. If you remember sin values, automatically if you reverse them, then you will get cos values 0, 1 and 1, 0 here. And tan 0 is sin by cos, so 0 by 1, that is 0. And tan 90 is 1 by 0. In the denominator, 0 is not defined, so that is not defined. Tan 90 is not defined. And here also sin 30 is 1 by 2. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. If you reverse them, then cos 30 is root 3 by 2 and cos 60 is 1 by 2. And tan 30 is 1 by root 3 and tan 60 is root 3. And remember, sin 45 and cos 45 are same. That is 1 by root 2 and tan 45 is 1. You can also remember like this by using these figures. So here this is 30 degrees. So here sin 30, if you know 1 by 2, then this value is root of square root of 2 square, that is 4 minus 1, that is square root of 3. So 1, 2, root 3. So this is sin. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. And the remaining trigonometric function values you can easily write, because those are reciprocals for these three trigonometric functions like cosecant and secant and cot. And similarly, 60 degrees, you can see here, this is root 3 by 2. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. So this value is 1. So the remaining values you can find by using this figure. And here also 45 degrees. So if you know 1 by root 2, sin 45 is 1 by root 2, then this is 1. And you can find tan 45 is 1 by 1. So 1. And here 1 by root 2, sin cos 45 is also 1 by root 2. So you can remember either these values like this or by using these figures. If you see these examples, you will understand how to find trigonometric function values above 360 degrees. For example, sin 390 degrees. So here 390 degrees is more than 360 degrees. So this you can write as sin 360 plus 30 degrees. So here 360 degrees means it makes one rotation. So you can neglect this 360 degrees here, and you have to consider only plus 30 degrees. So first check plus 30 degrees is in first quadrant. So here 0 degrees and this is 90 degrees and this is positive angle. Positive angle is in this direction. So this is 30 degrees means it is in the first quadrant. So you have to check in the first quadrant. So here in the first quadrant, all trigonometric functions have a positive sign only. So here you have to write sin 30 degrees. This you can write as sin 30 degrees. That is equal to 1 by 2. Sin 30 degrees value is 1 by 2. And next example, similar one, but here this is the negative sign, minus 390 degrees. See the before previous one, this is sine 390 degrees. This is sine minus 390 degrees. Whenever negative angle is there, you have to check whether it is an odd function or an even function. So we know that cos and secant are even functions, remaining all are odd functions. So here sine minus 390 degrees is an odd function. So you have to put here minus sine 390 degrees. And this is equal to minus sine, again 390, you can write as 360 plus 30 degrees. That is equal to minus here 360 plus 30. So plus 30 you have to check here. That is in the first quadrant. So here all are positive. So plus 30 degrees. So sine 30 degrees minus sine 30 degrees. That is minus 1 by 2. See the difference here. Sine 390 is 1 by 2 and sine minus 390 is minus 1 by 2. And this is third one. Here sine 330 degrees. So 330 degrees is less than 360. So this is near to 360. So you can write this as sine 360 minus 30 degrees. 360 minus 30 is 330 degrees. So this you can write like this. And now you have to consider only minus 30 degrees because it is one rotation. So you have to consider this one minus 30 degrees. With sine you have to check. So minus 30 degrees is a negative angle. So negative angles are start from this direction. From here 0 to 90. This is minus 90 degrees. So minus 30 degrees is here in fourth quadrant. So this is the difference. Plus 30 is in the first quadrant, but minus 30 is in the fourth quadrant. So like this you have to check. Here minus 30 is in the fourth quadrant. For in the fourth quadrant, only cos and secant are positive and the remaining all trigonometric functions are negative. So here minus 30 degrees you have to put, this is my sine. So you have to put minus because only cos is positive. Cos and secant are positive. So here you have to put minus. So minus sine 30 degrees, that is equal to minus 1 by 2. Similarly, same 330 degrees, if you put minus sine, see here, this is sine 330 degrees, here sine minus 330 degrees. So whenever negative sign comes, you have to check whether it is an odd function or an even function. So it is an odd, sine is an odd function. So this you can write as minus sine 330 degrees. Then you have to write minus sine 330, you can write as 360 minus 30 degrees. So you cannot consider this one 360 degrees. Now you have to take only minus 30 degrees. With sine you have to take. So minus 30 is in the fourth quadrant. So it is only cos and secant are positive. So it is sine. So you have to put minus again. This minus is because of odd function. And this minus is because it is in the fourth quadrant. So because of that, you have to put again minus. So minus of minus sine 30, that is equal to plus 1 by 2. Like this, you have to do all the problems. Now I am going to tell the solutions of exercise 3.2 from NCERT class 11. This is sixth problem, sine 765 degrees. So this is above 360 degrees. And see here 2 into 360 is 720 degrees. So here there are two rotations. So you can neglect this 720 degrees and you can write 765 degrees as 720 plus 45 degrees because it is nearer to 765 is nearer to 720 degrees. That's why you have to take two rotations, 2 into 360, that is 720 plus 45 degrees. So now you can neglect this one 720 degrees and you have to take only plus 45 degrees. With sign you have to take. Here plus 45 degrees is in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant all are positive. So here sine is positive. So sine 45 degrees, that is equal to sine 45 is 1 by root 2. And next one is, this is seventh problem, cosecant of minus 1410 degrees. So here minus sign is there. So you have to check whether it is an odd function or even function. So cosecant, so that is reciprocal for sine. So it is also an odd function. So cosecant minus 1410 degrees, you can write as minus of cosecant 1410 degrees because it is an odd function. And now 1410 degrees. So you have to check 360 into 4 is 1440. So it is nearer to this 1410 is near to 1440. So you have to take this angle 1440 and you have to check how to write this 1410. So 1440 minus 1410, that is 30 degrees. So now you can write this angle as minus cosecant 1440 minus 30 degrees. This is 1410 degrees. Like this you can calculate. So now it is 4 rounds. So here it takes 4 rotations. So you cannot consider this angle. Only you have to check this angle minus 30 degrees. So here minus cosecant minus 30 degrees. So minus 30 degrees is a negative angle. It is in the 4th quadrant, 0 to 90 degrees. Here this is negative. So this is minus 30 is in the 4th quadrant. Only cos and secant are positive, remaining all are negative. So here cosecant is also negative. So here you have to put again minus cosecant 30 degrees. Here this minus is for odd function and this minus is, it is in the 4th quadrant. Like this you have to do. So minus of minus is plus and cosecant 30 degrees is 2. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So cosecant is reciprocal for sin. So you have to check like that. That is 2. 1 by 2 reciprocal is 2. So you can write like that. And this is example 9. This is example 9 from NCERT. Find the value of cos minus 1710 degrees. So here cos minus 1710 degrees. First check whether it is an even function or odd function. Yes, it is an even function. Cos and secant are even functions. So you cannot put minus sign here. Only positive only. So cos of minus 17, cos of minus x is cos x only. So cos of minus 1710 is cos 1710 degrees only. Now you have to check how many rotations it has completed. So here 5 into 360, 4 into 360 is 1440 and 5 into 360 is 1800. So this angle is nearer to 1800. So this you can write as cos 1800 minus 90. If you want to check how to calculate this value, you can subtract this angle from 1800, you will get 90. So this you can write as cos 1800 minus 90 degrees. So you can neglect this angle. So you have to consider only minus 90. Now check minus 90 degrees is in the 4th quadrant. It is negative angle and this is in the 4th quadrant. So only cos and secant are positive. So here it is positive because it is cos. So it is positive. So this is cos 90 degrees. Even though it is negative angle, because of cos, it is in the 4th quadrant. So it is positive only. So cos 90 degrees. That is cos 90 degrees is 0. These are from RD Sharma. The first question is cot 570 degrees. So it is above 360 degrees and near to 720 degrees. So first to find the angle here, 2 into 360, that is equal to 720. 720 minus 570, that is 150. So now this angle you can write as cot 720 minus 150. Okay. So cot 720 minus 150, you have to check only minus 150 degrees. So check here minus 150 degrees. This is minus 90. This is minus 180. So negative angle starts from here. So minus 150 is in the 3rd quadrant. So first check this. This is in the 3rd quadrant means you have only tan and cot are positive. Remaining all are negative. So here it is cot. So it is positive. So this angle you can write as cot 150 degrees. And that is equal to here 150 degrees. Again, you can write as cot 90 degrees plus 60 degrees because you don't know the value of 150 degrees. So you have to again, you can split this angle as 90 plus 60 degrees. So here cot 90 plus 60 degrees. Here 90 degrees plus, you have to change the trigonometric function. I have already told this. Just check here. See here, this table. So here tan and cot, whenever 90 and 270 degrees comes, you have to change the trigonometric functions. And whenever 180 to 360 comes, you have to put the same trigonometric functions. So here cot 90, so you have to change the trigonometric function to tan. So like this, you have to Right. This one. So here 90 plus 60. So cot 90 plus 60. Here 90. So you have to change that trigonometric function here to tan. So cot 90 plus 60 is tan 60 degrees. So tan 60 degrees is root 3. Next question is tan 480 degrees. So this is near to 360. So this you can write as tan 360 plus 120. So check plus 120. So this is positive angle. So up to here 90, 90 to 180. 120 is between from 90 to 180. So this angle is in the second quadrant. So in the second quadrant, only sine and cosecant are positive. S means only sine and cosecant. Remaining all are negative only. So here tan, it is tan. So you have to put minus sign here. So minus tan 120 degrees. That is minus tan. Again 120 degrees, you don't know the value of 120. So again this you can split as 90 plus 13. Here 90 again. So you have to change the trigonometric function as cot. So minus cot 30 degrees. That is equal to minus root 3. Cot 30 degrees is minus root 3. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So cot 30 is root 3. Here minus sign. So minus root 3. Next one, cos 270 degrees. So here cos 270 degrees. 270 degrees is also near to 360, but it is below 360. So you have to write this as cos 360 minus 90 degrees. That is 270 degrees. So here minus 90 degrees. Check here minus 90 degrees is in the fourth quadrant. So in the fourth quadrant, cos and secant are positive. So here it is cos, so it is positive only. So no need to put minus sign here. Cos 90 degrees, that is 0. Now I am going to tell how to find the trigonometric function values from 90 to 360 degrees. We know the values from 0 to 90. Again, just now I told how to find the values above 360. Now I am going to tell how to find from 90 to 360 degrees. The first example is cos 120 degrees. So cos 120 degrees, you can write this angle, you can split as 90 plus 30 degrees because we don't know this value, 120 degrees value. So you can split as 90 plus 30 degrees. And cos 90, I have already told you cos 90, it is 90. So you have to change the trigonometric function here, that is sine. So cos you have to write as sine and 30 degrees. And why I put minus sign? Because here 120 degrees is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, only sine and cosecant are positive. So here cos, so it is negative. So you have to put negative sign here. And it is cos 90 plus. So you have to change the trigonometric function as sine. So like this you have to do. So minus sine 30 degrees, that is minus 1 by 2. Next one is sine 120 degrees. That is equal to sine 90 plus 30 degrees. So here sine 90. So you have to change the trigonometric function as cos. Cos 30 degrees and sine 120 degrees. 120 degrees in the second quadrant sine is positive. So no need to change the sign here. So here plus only. So cos 30 degrees. Here cos because of sine 90 plus. And here positive sign because sine 120. 120 is in the second quadrant. Only sine and cosecant are positive. So like this, you have to do these type of problems. So cos 30 degrees is root 3 by 2. And next one is sine 240 degrees. So 240 degrees you can write as 180 plus 60 degrees. It is nearer to 180. So 180 plus 60 degrees. And 240 degrees is in the third quadrant. Check here 270, here 180 to 270 is in the third quadrant. So 240 is here only. So in the third quadrant, tan and cot are positive. But here it is sine. So it is negative. So you have to put minus. And here sine 180 plus. So whenever 180 plus x means no need to change the trigonometric function. So minus sine 60 degrees. So that is minus root 3 by 2. This is another problem. Prove that tan 225 degrees cot 405 degrees plus tan 765 degrees, sorry, here into cot 675 degrees is equal to 0. So here, first to find each value. Tan 225 degrees. Tan 225 degrees is below 360 degrees. So you can write this as tan 180 plus 45, that is 225 degrees. So here 225 is in the third quadrant, only tan and cot are positive. So here it is tan, so no need to put minus sign. So it is positive only. And again it is 180. So here it is no need to change the trigonometric function here. So that is tan only. So tan 45 degrees here positive as well as the same trigonometric function. So this is tan 45 degrees. Tan 45 degrees is 1. And next one is cot 405 degrees. This is above 360. So above 360, you can write cot 360 plus 45. This angle you can write as 360 plus 45. Then 360 degrees means one rotation has completed. So you can neglect this value 360 degrees, only consider this value plus 45. Plus 45 is in the first quadrant, all are positive. So this is equal to cot 45 degrees. So cot 45 degrees is equal to 1. And next one is tan 765 degrees. It is also above 360. So this you can write as 2 into 360, that is 720 degrees. So it is near to 720. So this you can write as 720 plus 45. So two rotations have completed. So you can neglect this 720 degrees, only consider plus 45. And tan 45 is 1. So this value is 1. And last one is cot. See here, last one is cot 675 degrees. So find this value. Cot 675 is equal to cot 720 minus 45. It is near to 720. So you can write like this. And 720 degrees minus 45. So it is in this direction, negative angle. So here minus 45 degrees is in the fourth quadrant. And in the fourth quadrant, only here minus. Here in the fourth quadrant, only cos and secant are positive, remaining all are negative. So here it is cot, not cos. Only cos is positive, cos and secant are positive. Here it is cot, so it is negative. The angle is negative. So minus cot 45 degrees, that is minus 1. Now substitute all these values here. 1 into 1 plus 1 into minus 1, that is equal to 1 minus 1, that is 0. Hence proved. This is another type of problem. Prove that cos 24 degrees plus cos 55 plus cos 125 plus cos 204 degrees plus cos 310 degrees is equal to 1 by 2. So if you observe these angles, here 24 degrees and here 204 degrees. So 204 you can write as 180 plus 24 and 55 degrees and 125. So 125 degrees you can write as 180 minus 55. So now write like this. This is equal to cos 24 plus cos 55 degrees plus cos 125, that is 180 minus 55, plus cos 204, that is 180 plus 24, plus cos 360 minus 60, that is cos 300 degrees. So now cos 24 plus cos 55, and here this angle is 125 degrees. 125 degrees is in the second quadrant. Only sine and S means sine and cosecant are positive. Remaining all are negative. So you have to put minus here and cos 55 degrees. Because here 180, no need to change this trigonometric function. So here it is minus cos 55. Similarly, cos 180 plus 24, that is 204 degrees, is in the third quadrant. Only tan and cot are positive. So here it is cos, so you have to put minus sign, cos 24. So you have to write cos 24 plus cos 60. 360 degrees means you have, it is one rotation has completed here, and here minus 60 degrees, that is in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, cos is positive, so you have to put plus cos 60 degrees. Now cos 24 minus cos 24 is 0, and cos 55 minus cos 55 is also 0, plus cos 60 is 1 by 2. So this value is 1 by 2, hence proved. Now practice these questions. these are the answers.